Good morning, everyone. It's Allie Balmores here at the RoadToPro Paintball Tournament out of Long Live Paintball in Old Bridge, New Jersey. Today we have the D5X Ball Tournament, and top of the hour we have Top Chef Killers versus Tropa D5. Solid breakout. Looks like 5 alive. Top Chef Killers, they're making some moves up the Dorito side right now. We have number 2, and it looks like his name on his jersey, Steezy. He's just holding that cross. Dropped one for Tropa. Top Chef Killers, they're definitely making some moves up into the center right now. Holding that zone. I'd like to see Tropa go up into the center right now. Try to counter. If you hear what they're saying on the field, they're saying 44, meaning that there are 4 players on their team, 4 players on the opposing team. Tropa dropping, trying to make a bump. This center player for Top Chef Killers definitely holding the zone. However, he did get dinked out by the center tower. All right, that's game. That point went to Top Chef Killers. Tropa ended up conceding that point. Up next, we have Walk On Warriors and the Penetrators. Walk On Warriors, they're actually right out of Long Live, and the Penetrators as well. On the screen here, you'll see our schedule. We have the Penetrators running to the box. Oh, it looks like a couple players actually didn't make it onto the box. Oh, a bunch of players actually didn't make it onto the box for the Walk-On Warriors. I see 4 bodies walking off the field right now. Yeah, you actually hear one of the Penetrators players saying kill 3. Actually, no, it was actually kill 4, like right off the rip. Clean hang. That's a point for the Penetrators.
Oh, my God. It's dirty, but I mean...
It's fine. So I'm actually behind one of the start gates right now, commentating from here, and Bob Howe told me that it would be fine and I would be safe from all the splatter and paint, but he is incorrect.
He was completely wrong. 100%. He doesn't get more wrong. Sorry about that. We'll have to come up with a solution today. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
So I have Bob Howe here with me, the host of the Road to Pro Paintball Tournament Series.
Yeah. So far, so good.
You know what? Like, this is only the second or third point of the day, and like I see people just running to the box. That last point that we just saw. We had 4 people that didn't make it to the box.
4? So
yeah.
is it 1?
4 on one team. So
Which team was that?
that was, I believe it was the Walk On Warriors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that just the first point of the day, or did you watch 2
That
points
was
yet?
that was the second point of the day, and then
Okay.
now this is the third point with the
Gotcha.
first
Top
first
Chef
team.
Killers put up a point against Tropa. Okay.
Yep, yep. Yeah, so Top Chef Killers, they made a great move into the center, and I think that Tropa, they just need to be able to capitalize and just work off of that move as well, because Top Chef Killers, that player that went into the center, like he was just definitely holding the zone. We had a guy from Tropa that was in the back can, tried to fill out, and unfortunately he couldn't make it.
Little discussion here with Tropa and the head ref. Oh no, Top Chef Killer, sorry. Looks like just a accidental bump on the way off the field or something. Head ref Grim out here doing great. Greg Rosario works for the NXL. He's, starting the day off strong is making sure the teams are aware of what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. So, customer service is important. Thank you, Grim. So, Allie, who's your pick here?
I mean, these are two very good teams. Tropa, they've been around. I've seen them playing the NXL circuit, some GSXL, and then also some EPL. They've just been playing a lot of paintball. And Top Chef Killer's the same thing. So both teams have done relatively well in our local series. So this one's definitely going to be a grinder. So great first match.
Cool. Yeah, Top Chef Killers took second at the first event back in March. See how they do. Hopefully we don't get showered over here. Oh, we got a great view.
Great view. So this Dorito side player on the Top Chef Killers, he just keeps on just like pushing it. And we actually had one drop from Top Chef Killers. All bodies alive on Tropa.
All right.
Oh, and
Top Chef loses the can player.
Yep.
Snake is wide open over here for Tropa.
You know what? I haven't seen people go into the snake as much. I mean, granted, this is only the third point of the day, but this snake, it's tough to get into.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and as I say that, let's see if this player on Tropa is going to get into this snake. There's definitely a bunch of lanes from our back bunkers that's able to hold that zone just getting into the snake. And Tropa just made it look so easy. He just walked right in.
Yeah, I mean, Top Chef they're stacked up on the D side, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is that the third, fourth player? Is that all the Top Chefs?
Yep.
Cool. That team is, from what I understand, the head of the team, Steve, he has a food truck that he manages. So.
Yes, his food truck is very, very good.
Yeah, he's trying to get it out here, but he's been playing, so he chooses to play rather than come out.
So sometimes, you just have to take that sacrifice and cook for a day, and then another day it's cook on the field.
Well, hopefully builds up his roster, and then he can kind of, figure that out. All right. Walk-on Warriors, Penetrators.
Yep. So we have the Penetrators on our left, Walk-on Warriors on our right.
Penetrators are a local OLP guys. A bunch of the staff.
Yeah, yeah. Slim's not playing today, is he?
No, he's a ref, I think.
He's reffing today?
He's reffing on the Dorito
okay.
side.
All right, so we have the Penetrators in the snake right now.
Good move into the snake.
Oh, good move into the snake from Walk-on Warriors.
That can really controls the snake.
Yes.
Well. If that player's out, it's hard to get in the snake. If you could put the player in the can, make your move.
So they're basically mirrored up right now. I would like to see the walk-on warriors just have some more communication between their 1 and 2 and the snake side and just work with each other, because what I've seen, they're both holding the same zones. So I would definitely like to see that communication more. This snake is great. Like there's definitely a lot of snake battles that we're going to see today.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome structure.
I want to see some beam jumping.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Like, how would you jump in there and how would you play the snake? Would you play it on the inside, you think? Like, the inside seems like the easier route.
The inside is definitely the easier route, but then you have to worry about that outside snake if you're in the inside snake.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in theory, just wrap and go into this snake.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd choose where the penetrator guy is, like get up into the bigger brick rather than stay in the smaller wedge.
Yeah, but however, this walk-on player, snake player, he's just waiting. He's waiting. He's like, come on, make a move. Get into this 50.
Oh, here we go. Oh, see, made the move with the, wow.
And
how did
he
you not
did
get shot?
Yeah, I
Penetrator
thought
had his gun up.
Yeah, I thought the penetrator.
I was gonna say walk-on warrior made his move with his gun down. I think he just the penetrator dude wasn't expecting it because he ran all the way out.
Yep.
Like instead of running directly down the field.
Yeah, this snake, it definitely gives you the capability to be very, very sneaky. I feel like we just gave commentators curse because the walk-on warrior snake player just died.
No, I don't think that was us. I think that was him.
Now, Bob, can you explain to me, D5X ball, is this the same as NXL rules as far as three-point mercy roll with D5X ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the only difference here we're doing is we're doing overtimes.
Okay.
You know, rather than just having a bunch of stalemates or whatever.
All right, so we're doing overtimes in the prelim matches.
Yes, but I don't think we're going to do one-on-ones.
No?
No, I mean, we're going to do the 5-minute overtime just to give these guys the chance to win.
Okay.
But I don't.
But then what if no one scores a point?
Then we have to go to just the, they stalemated.
Okay.
I don't know if we have enough time to do like one-on-ones.
Yeah, especially if you're in prelims,
we'll
you're giving the opportunity.
After a couple events, if we're running on schedule, things are going well.
Yep.
We'll start talking, but I don't want to end up in a situation where we're here till 8 o'clock at night and the sun's going down just because we wanted to go to one-on-ones.
Please don't leave me here till 8 o'clock at night. It is Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, right? It's like, well, at least they offered one-on-ones and we were there till the sun went down.
All right, so now we have on the field, actually, here is our schedule for today. Comment in the chat. Let us know who you are rooting for this event. Second event of the season, Road to Pro. This is the D5X Ball event today. Thanks for joining us. We're at Long Live, New Jersey, out of Old Bridge. And on the left side, we have Top Chef Killers, Tropa D5. 6 minutes and 56 seconds left. I mean, it's tied 1-1. A lot of paintball to be played right here. I'd like to see people like have some urgency and get on the box.
Yeah, kind of surprising that they're, early in the day. Like they've been here for 2 hours warming up and getting their paint ready, and then all of a sudden they forget that the game started. Like, what was going on? Was your gun hot? It's probably, I mean, that stuff's, it's probably typical for D5 because, there's always something that comes up towards the start of the match. You walk on the field in chrono hot or something. And,
absolutely.
And you're scrambling. But that's how, you live and you learn and you move up the ranks. Take that as an experience.
And we did get a penalty on Tropa D5. So that leaves with 2 players left.
Oh, there we go. Player at the 50.
Yeah, we got somebody in the 50. Oh, he's
That's why
out, unfortunately.
I like this layout because of that 50 structure.
That 50 structure is so crucial.
Yeah, it gives teams opportunity to play the field many different ways.
Yeah.
You know? That's why I
Like,
thought it was cool when I saw it.
I definitely feel, though, like, you could win from any side of the field. You could win from the snake, you could win from the center,
Yep.
and you can also win from the Dorito side.
Yeah, I think that's the mark of a great layout.
Yes.
Options. No one wants to see the same, like, go to the god, shoot, try and make your move into the snake, you know. If you make it, you win. If you get shot, you lose.
Yep. All right, so that point went to Top Chef Killers for that one. So they're up 2-1. That was a relatively quick point. Just looking into the chat here, Jonathan says that Tropa, he is rooting for Tropa, Ramon Blackhawks, and Rose NJ Crashouts. Guys, comment into the chat. Who are you rooting for today?
In this match, I am rooting for Top Chef Killers. That's my pick.
Top Chef Killers?
Yeah, nothing against the other teams. Walk-on Warriors are good dudes. Penetrators, they play here, they work here. Tropa, same thing. You know, good dudes, but I'm all about the food truck. Trying to get Steve to bring the food truck in. You know, more success he has out here, the more chances we have to eat well.
Yes. His food truck is amazing. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's the mac and cheese with some brisket on top. It's very good. All right, so on the field, we have Walk-On Warriors on your left and the Penetrators on the right. Penetrators, we had two bodies drop, it looks like.
Penetrators are just falling off the field. Walk-On Warriors about to put this away. 2 in the snake.
All right. So, Walk-On Warriors. It's going to be a point for them. Or is that... Was that Walk-On Warriors, or was it the Penetrators?
Yeah. No, I think
because it looks like there's Penetrators over here.
Oh, he's getting checked?
Yeah.
That's weird.
So we might have been flip-flopped on the screen.
Are we already in X-Ball?
No,
Oh.
we are not.
That's weird. Okay, so the screen's got to get flipped.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wonder how that happened.
Screen needs to get flipped for that one.
So now let's see if Tropa and Top Chef line up on the right side. So Top Chef is on this side and Tropa's on the other side. I wonder, did the teams just line up at the wrong box? That had to have happened.
That would be interesting.
Because otherwise Top Chef would be on the other side.
Yep.
And Tropa's on this side.
Yep, we're going to have to check on that one.
Yeah.
Yep, so we definitely...
They got away with one.
Yeah. All right, so this one, okay, we have Tropa on your left, Top Chef Killers on your right. Bob and I, we saw them physically with our eyes. Walk onto the field, and we looked at the front of their jerseys.
Do you like commentating so close to the teams here? Or is this a little scary?
Sometimes I don't think it's scary, but sometimes I feel like I have to just whisper.
That was a good move.
Yeah. Oh.
Until he got shot.
It's that commentator's curse again. One dropping, trying to make it into the snake corner for Top Chef Killers. So it's this back tower, and then also the can behind it on the snake side. It's such a crucial bunker because they're just icing out this snake. It's so hard to get in the snake if you have people that are just shooting lanes.
No one's going to snake off the break.
No.
You could run towards the tower and just dive in.
Exactly.
It's not, I don't know. I mean,
and you know what? By the time you actually make it into the tower, then you're already in the snake.
That's what I'm saying. The only person who's going to put paint on you is the home. And he doesn't really have a great angle.
Yep.
He'd have to step off his bunker a couple feet. I think that's the move.
Oh, so we see somebody jumping the beam in the center, going into Top Chef's Killers.
Refs are in there.
But we have refs running in.
Refs are not. They're
They're
getting their
not playing
workout.
today.
They're getting their workout in
Yeah,
today.
they're definitely getting their workout.
Another player drops for Top Chefs.
Sometimes they say that the refs are they're more athletic sometimes than the players because they're running, or even the pod runners are like they have to like
Yeah.
grab pods within like what, a minute.
Well, I know it's kind of cliche to say, but the refs, you know, they have the hardest job out here. But I mean, paintball hurts when you're not playing. You know, when your adrenaline's going and you're running around, like you get shot a bunch and it doesn't hurt all that much. But when you're standing on the sideline and you're just kind of watching, it really stings. Like,
especially on those hot summer days.
the worst is when you get shot like around the midsection, because that's why these guys wear their packs. I never used to do that when I refed, but yeah, I always remember those shots. They were the worst.
Oh.
That ref at the 50s really worked. He's really...
Tropa.
I'm really curious if the point went to the other team that last match. Like we saw Penetrators.
Yep.
We saw Penetrators put the point on the board, but...
Yeah, so...
Did it get awarded to someone else? Because I don't understand how they started on the wrong side.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be interesting. All right, so... Let's see on this next point how that plays out.
Top Chef has 3. See, Penetrators have 0. But they definitely won that last point, right?
Yep. Yeah, Top Chef, they did a great job.
Let me go talk to the scorekeeper.
Okay.
Because they're going to bring that up. They probably don't realize yet, but...
Yep. Yeah, so we actually see Penetrators on the field.
And they're on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Why are they on the wrong side?
All right, so we have the Penetrators and Walk-On Warriors on the field right now. All right, 10 seconds. A solid breakout on both teams, both making it 5 alive on each side. Oh, and it looks like we have a body walking off the field. Couple bodies walking off the field, a few bodies walking off the field. Nice move from the cannon to the snake corner. Take that snake. Oh, looks like we lost a body out of the center and out of the snake. They had very, very good field position. Definitely would like to see them just, you know, slow it down a little bit. You don't need to really push as much. Get the comms up, figure out where the bodies are, and just move methodically down this field. It's so easy to lose bodies on this field. There's just so many big structures in the middle, and even at the 50s, so... All right, so it looks like that's a 3-point mercy rule. So everyone that's tuned in right now, since it is D5 X ball and D5 X ball, it is shorter amount of time, and then also the mercy point rule, it is to 3. So when you're looking at other divisions, it goes up to 4, and then essentially 5 and 6 when you're playing for the pros. So for D5 X ball today, everyone, it's that 3-point mercy rule. All right, so Top Chef Killers on the field on your left, and then Tropa D5 on your right. Right now, Top Chef Killers, they're up 3-1. One more, as I was saying, you have that 3-point mercy rule. So if they get one more, then that's considered that they win this match. However, if Tropa D5, if they can just get one more point on the board, that keeps them in the game for this match. Still have a lot of time left also. 3 minutes and 58 seconds left on the clock. So, you know, this layout, I've seen it where people are playing slow, but you could also play this layout fast. It's very easy to get into the Doritos, very easy to get into the 50s for the center. And just under 10 seconds to go. Let's see how this plays out. Big moves from Tropa on the Dorito side. Top Chef Killers, you know, they don't really have to break the snake or anything like that. They are in an advantage where they're up bodies. However, if it's working what they're doing, then why change it? I've been seeing so far today, the snake, it's just playing a little bit slow because there's so many bunkers where you could just hold that zone and protect people from getting into that snake. Can player for Top Chef Killers walking off the field. We still do have that tower. As you can see, he is facing that snake. It's his job now, especially since that can player is no longer alive. Hold that snake. Hold that snake, get tight, make sure they stay out of the snake. However, Tropa, they're really pushing up the Doritos right now. Body walking off for Tropa. Looks like they're matched up in this center structure here, both bricks. The can just moved over to the snake corner for Tropa. Unfortunately, that center player for Top Chef Killers, he saw that move. However, he did not shoot him out on that move. You're starting to see this center player for Top Chef Killers kind of like play the top, trying to see if he can get an angle on this Tropa player in the snake corner right now. They also have Top Chef Killers also has someone on the Doritos shooting at the snake corner as well. A little bit more than a minute left on this clock, so definitely like to see Tropa make some moves, try to make it happen. Seeing some dives from Tropa. All right. All right, this snake player on Tropa, he needs to just like stay on his feet and just go. Less than 60 seconds left. Oh yeah, you see this? You see the snake player? Oh, actually, his D-side buddy made it over to the buzzer. Let's see if that's a clean hang. All right, clean hang. So that brings Top Chef Killers 3, Tropa Tropa to 2. Thank you. Bob is back. Bob over here just making sure that his commentator stays safe today. I do have my shades on. It's a very nice day here, as you viewers can see. Nice day. Not going to be too hot as well.
The last match that ended up being Penetrators and a 3-point mercy.
Okay, so on the screen, everyone, that's that's at home. So Walk On Warriors, they got mercied. Unfortunately, the Penetrators, they did score 3. So congratulations to the Penetrators. We did have a little bit of issue as far as the team starting on the wrong side, because that affects the scoreboard as well and the buzzer system. So Penetrators did win that last match, and now, since they did win that last match, that means for Tropa and Top Chef Killers, they are now in X-Ball. Granted, there's only not that much time, less than 60 seconds. So now, Bob, what do you think? So Top Chef Killers, they have 3. Tropa 2, less than 60 seconds. Tropa needs to push
Tropa's just going to go.
Yeah.
Right up the middle. Go to those wedges. Wrap the wedges. That was my thing. I always liked the middle of the field. Because as you're running up there, you can focus on a side, shoot that side, and you know, okay, if you shoot the guy, cool, you could just continue to wrap and just squeeze the field. Or if you don't, then you know exactly where the guy is and you can contain him.
Yep.
And that, that gives you a job to do. Under 60 seconds, it's going to be like run up to that wedge. If the guy makes it out to the corner, or maybe he probably end up stopping in the tower or the can, you could run straight down the field. Right, like, go to the wedge. If the guy's in the can, battle with him a little bit, put him in, and then just run, try and take out the home or something.
Now, would you have somebody dive into the snake, or if you're a Tropa?
60 seconds. You'd have to have
Less
a player.
than 60 seconds,
yeah, you'd have to
definitely.
have a player that's like super heads up, that's not going to just get in there and forget that he needs to keep going. It needs to be like jump in the snake, crawl. Your entire job is to get down pretty much to that wedge on their side and just wrap. And you have to do that within 30 seconds to be able to actually, let your players clean up behind you. If you have a heads up player that can do that, go for it.
You know what? I wouldn't even crawl at that point. I mean,
that's what I mean. A lot of the players, they jump, especially D5, they're going to jump in there, forget about the clock. They're going to shoot their gun, crawl up to the next one, shoot their gun again, and then realize it's just the buzzer's going to go off. They're going to forget that it's they need to just keep going.
Yeah.
It depends on how aware, what's that called? Game aware your players are. I'd probably if you want to put someone there as a distraction, that way you could put 2 players at the wedge, both sides of the 50 wedges, and just let them go through. That way you've got the tower here focusing on the snake, and then, he's not focusing on you at the wedge. You could run down the middle, put paint on the
Yeah, because you know what? A
Doritos
lot
and
of these
home.
teams, they're just shooting those deep shots where they're shooting deep into the snake, deep into the Doritos, but everyone forgets about the center. The center is so important on this field. I definitely think that cause commotion on the sides, both snake and D side, and then push the center.
All right, we got Tropa on our side. Beautiful. So we're going to get to see the whole thing. Let's see what they do. Oh, no, this is Top Chef Killers.
Yep, it's Top Chef Killers on our side.
Oh, the scoreboard's reversed again.
Yep.
Let me go refresh it. Maybe
Okay.
it's just...
All right, so we had just about 30 seconds left on this clock. I mean, Tropa's doing what I want them to do, go up into that center. But, I personally think that they should have just went up the center, but go into their brick and then edge them out that way. Top Chef Killers, even though even the Top Chef Killers, they're in the lead. I mean, they're going for that point. 5 seconds. Hit that box. Hit the buzzer. Oh. So it's very important. Yep. So Top Chef Killers. I mean, he had the opportunity to hit the buzzer. Unfortunately, one of his players told him not to. I mean, when you have a 3-point mercy rule, it's very important. Also, you have to consider the spread for these matches. How many prelim matches do we have?
4.
4. Yeah. So 4 prelim matches. I mean, definitely if you want to get some type of bye into finals, um, it's something that you have to think about with the spread. Like they won 3-2. Top Chef Killers, congratulations. However, they could have won 4-2.
Yeah.
They could.
8 teams out here today.
Yeah.
4 moving on. So we'll see how that stacks up. One division, so it'll be just the top 4 teams.
Right. And you know what? I just hate to, if I could have got the spread earlier in the day, I just hate like waiting on the paintball gods and and seeing how everything pans out later in the day. So if it's within my control, I mean, I go for spread regardless, but so that way I can relax for the rest of the day and then just worry about finals.
All right, guys. Next up, Blackhawks and Crash Out, Enemy of the State and Sunday Sleepers. Got a couple minutes to stick around, so don't go anywhere. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you in a minute.